Alright, here we go. It is the morning of August 12th, Sunday, 2018. In the first part of the lunar cycle, Pakkipists oats dates be when the chokecherries ripen. And a bit quiet on the skunk lines this morning. We do got one call that I'm headed to now. We're going to go see Tank, who's a tenant at the apartments where I have one of my traps set up. Today we're going to be testing the noiseless canvas rather than the crinkly old tarps. I picked up some canvases last night, so we're going to try those out instead. Also hoping, of course, to get to that Pakksinikimaan preparation, how you prepare the chokecherries, which I started yesterday with the harvesting of them. And then we'll see what snake calls come around. Oh, there we have it. There is a skunk. There is a skunk. Hello, little guy. Hope you didn't get rained on last night. Had that board over you. You should have been good. So much quieter. Yeah, he hasn't even sprayed yet. Hey, Tank.
How's it going?
Good, good.
Gonna leave another trap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's make sure all of them are gone before we.
You gotta drop it off.
Yeah, it's quiet. It's nice. What a difference. I don't know if it's just that this skunk has had a hard night and so he's just not all there. We're gonna see when we let him out of here, I think. But as far as everything else went, he hasn't sprayed yet. No spray. The whole drive I had the radio going, you know. I didn't hear any commotion and stuff. So I don't know if it's the drop cloth or if it's just the animal's not well. It seems strange to me. Alright, buddy. Alright, you can go out. You can go out. Go ahead out. Go ahead out. Go on out. Go on out. You're okay. You're okay. There you go. There you go. There you go. All in all, a much cleaner experience. So we'll see what happens with the next one. It's evening time now. It's after 6 o'clock and I got a couple of things to share while waiting to see if we get any more calls, any snake calls or anything. First off, while I was at that house today picking up the skunk, I grabbed some of those little terra-cotta clay balls, and it turns out that on the comments from the last video where I showed these things, there were a bunch of different suggestions what they might be, and the one that came up solid was hydroponic balls. So this is used as a substrate for hydroponic growing, you know, like a bed of these in water. Somebody might grow plants in. So that's the winner. I don't know, there must have been a hydroponic operation where that shed is or something, and who knows what was being grown, but that's neither here nor there. The other thing I want to show you here is Crow. Update you on the status of Crow here. See him there. So this is what I was looking for. I didn't let him go this morning or today because most of the day he's been down on the ground. When I got up this morning, you know, he was sitting on the cardboard box down there, which is where he first was kind of hanging out all day yesterday and everything. But I thought to myself, you know, I've never seen a crow in this enclosure just hang out on the bottom. They always go for the top perch as their most comfortable spot. And so he's up there, and you can see now that his right wing has an issue, right? It's not tucked all the way correctly. So it may be bruised or tweaked a little bit. He may need some more time just to kind of heal and recover. So it may or may not be releasing in the next day or two, but I think he'll definitely be going on his way eventually. And I think every day that he's been here so far, things are looking better for him, and seeing him on the top perch for the first time lets me know that things are definitely improving. All right, last but not least, I have here set up to do the demonstration of making Pakksinikimaan. Pakksinikimaan is a traditional Blackfoot dish with chokecherries, and how you make it is pretty straightforward. Get your berries into a mortar and crush them with a pestle. So you're just gonna crush them. You want to make sure the seeds get cracked into bits. And the idea is gonna be to create kind of a berry paste that when you eat it, it's the kind of thing you don't want to bite down hard on, because if you do, then the little bits of pit and stuff that are in there can hurt your teeth, that kind of thing. So all you do is just this until such time as you've crushed it all into a paste. So this now is pretty much kind of a low grade Pakksinikimaan. Its quality is really judged by how evenly and consistently the whole thing is worked into a paste, right? If you can identify individual pits and berries in there, that's no good. But this is like, even right how it is right now, that's pretty good. So, and then this paste can be taken, formed into a little cake and dried. That's the old style of preservation, is for the year, is drying it. Nowadays I do know some people who will can it, put it into canning jars and fill a jar and heat it up and can it. Of course you can freeze it. It is really one of the things that rehydrates very well. A lot of times dried food preserves lose a lot of their quality when you rehydrate them. This one, it holds it pretty well. So I've done lots of those dried cakes in the past. With this batch, I'm just going to kind of like throw it in the fridge in this jar and eat it a bit at a time. And generally how you eat it is you just take a little and move it around your tongue and your roof of your mouth, you know, get the flavor. It tastes different than when you're eating just the straight berries. Quite different. And I think it's through crushing and combining the seed. It has a cyanic acid in it, you know, just like the seeds of like apples and stuff do. But all cherries have that cyanic acid in them, the whole plant, in fact. And that's supposed to be good. If you have a little bit in your diet every day, that cyanic acid is supposed to be good for helping to, as a preventative medicine for cancers, right? Because you're kind of almost giving yourself a low level kind of a chemo. Less chance that you're going to have a bunch of new cells starting to, you know, over replicate and that kind of thing. So yeah, this is Pakksinikimaan, and you don't eat a whole lot at any portion, you know. I might eat just a, you know, just a couple of spoonfuls. Yeah, it's good stuff. And it's supposed to, you know, with the roughage, helps clean out your system. So there you go.